fans. Welcome to Hashmans Hockey Hat-trick. I'm Brian, and it's Thursday, March 28th, 2024. And in the words of immortal hockey great Badger Bob Johnson, it's a great day for hockey. Well, we have a very busy night in the NHL tonight. There's 14 games taking place, and the season is really coming to a crunch as there's only roughly 10 or 11 games left for each team. So, for my first pick, I'm looking at the fourth place in the Metropolitan Division's Washington Capitals. They're traveling up to God's country tonight to face off against the third place in the Atlantic Division's Toronto Maple Leafs. This game's a 7 p.m. Eastern Time puck drop, and it takes place at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, Ontario, Canada this evening. This game is the third and final regular season meeting between these two teams, and the Maple Leafs currently lead the regular season series 2-0. Toronto won the first meeting in Washington 4-1 all the way back on October 24th, and then the Toronto Maple Leafs again won the second game 7-3 in Washington just last Wednesday night. The Capitals are here tonight on a 3-game winning streak, and they last played the Detroit Red Wings back at home on Tuesday night. They defeated the Red Wings 4-3 in overtime, and that victory knocked the Detroit Red Wings out of the final wildcard spot, which the Washington Capitals have now taken over. The Capitals have been playing awesome lately, and they're 4-1 in their last 5 games played, and they're 7-3-0 in their last 10 games played. Ovechkin has been on fire with the Capitals as of recent. While the Toronto Maple Leafs are here tonight on a 2-game losing streak, and this game is their second game of a 2-game homestand. They're currently sitting somewhat comfortably in the Atlantic Division's third place position for the Eastern Conference playoff race. They're ahead of the Washington Capitals by 8 points and currently have a game at hand over the Capitals going into tonight's game. I do like the Washington Capitals tonight and the way that they've been playing as of recent. The Toronto Maple Leafs are just 2-1 in their last 5 games played at home. Also, the Toronto Maple Leafs have only 5 wins in their last 10 games played. So for my first pick, I like the Washington Capitals on the puck line, on the road, at the Toronto Maple Leafs tonight. For my second pick in tonight's NHL action, I'm looking at a couple of heavyweights. And this game features the first place in the Metropolitan Division's New York Rangers. They're traveling to the Centennial State of Colorado to face off against the second place in the Central Division's Colorado Avalanche tonight. This game is a 9 p.m. Eastern Time puck drop, and it's taking place at Ball Arena in Denver, Colorado, the mile-highest city. This game is the second and final regular season meeting between these two teams. The New York Rangers won the first meeting 2-1 in overtime back in New York on February 5th. For the Rangers, this game is their first game of a brief 2-game road trip versus Western Conference opponents. The Rangers are currently on a 3-game winning streak. They last played the Flyers in Philly on Tuesday night. They defeated the Flyers 6-5 in overtime. The New York Rangers are now 8-2-0 in their last 10 games played. While the Colorado Avalanche are here tonight on their 4th game of a 5-game homestand, and in their last game played at home on Tuesday night, they had their 9-game winning streak snapped by the Montreal Canadiens. The Canadiens defeated the Avs 2-1. This upset of a victory by one of this season's bottom feeder teams in the NHL is testament to why I feel that hockey is one of the greatest sports, if not the best, not only because fighting is allowed, but also because any team can beat any other team unexpectedly and unpredictably on any given day. You have to admit, also, hockey players are definitely the best athletes. They play injured, they get their teeth knocked out, they're bloodied, they're out for a couple minutes, they miss a shift, they come right back in. Anyways, that's why I think hockey is the greatest sport of all time. Getting back to this game, for my second pick, I like the New York Rangers on the money line on the road at the Colorado Avalanche tonight. For my third pick in tonight's action, I'm looking at a Central Division rivalry as the fourth place in the Central Division's Nashville Predators travel to Arizona to face off against the seventh place in the Central Division's Arizona Coyotes tonight. This game is a 10 p.m. Eastern Time puck drop, and it's taking place at the Mullet Arena in Tempe, Arizona. This game is the fourth and final regular season meeting between these two teams, and the Yotes currently hold the lead in the regular season series 2-1. The Yotes won both of the first two games between these teams. They won 7-5 in Nashville back in November, and then they won 3-2 in Arizona back in January. Then the Predators won the last game played. That was in February. They won in Nashville 5-4 in overtime. The Predators come into tonight's game in Arizona on their first game of a 2-game road trip, and they're currently on a 6-game winning streak tonight after a monumental come-from-behind victory over the defending Stanley Cup champion Las Vegas Golden Knights in Nashville Tuesday night. The Nashville Predators were down 4-1 going into the third period, only to come back, tie the game up, force overtime, and Roman Josi, phenomenal goal in overtime for the 6-5 overtime victory over the Golden Knights. What a thrilling game it was. The Predators are now 8-2 in their last 10 games played, while the Arizona Coyotes, they're 5-5 in their last 10 games played, and they were just recently declared eliminated from postseason play this season. This game is their fourth game of a 7-game homestand, and they're 2-1 thus far on this homestand, as well as 3-2 in their last 5 games played. So the Arizona Coyotes, even though they're eliminated, they're not going to give up the fight. They're going to play till the bitter end. And let's hope we see a good contest with these two teams tonight in the way that the Nashville Predators have been strongly performing recently. So for my third pick, I like the Nashville Predators to win in regulation on the road at the Arizona Coyotes tonight. Just a reminder before I get into my Hashmans Hockey Hat-trick predictions in tonight's NHL action, please don't forget, put your picks, your predictions for tonight's action in the comment section below. So to recap my Hashmans Hockey Hat-trick in 3 picks in tonight's NHL action for today, Thursday, March 28th, 2024. My first pick, I like the Washington Capitals on the puck line on the road at the Toronto Maple Leafs tonight. My second pick, I like the New York Rangers on the money line on the road at the Colorado Avalanche tonight. In my third pick, I like the Nashville Predators to win in regulation on the road at the Arizona Coyotes tonight. Thanks for watching my video, hockey fans. Please don't forget, if you like my video and you like my picks, please give me a thumbs up by slashing that like button down below. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please share my channel with your coworkers, with your colleagues, with your friends, with your relatives, with anyone that is into NHL hockey predictions. Please don't forget, put your comments in the comments section below because I'd like to know what your picks are in tonight's NHL games. My entire Hashmans hockey community would like to know what everyone's picks are in tonight's NHL games. And also, I'd like to know what you think of my picks in tonight's NHL games. Thanks for watching, everyone. As always, good luck with your picks. Let's all